And what's good, everybody? Welcome in once again here to Behind the Arc Basketball as we join this game currently in progress right now in this one. Crazy game we just finished off with Oklahoma winning by 1 over Texas in the last one as we get to action here. Auburn by 2, 11-9 to score. And we join in progress with about 13 minutes left to go in the first half. As we do so, Sharife Cooper, the star point guard, drives down inside the lane, lays it up and in for 2 for Auburn. They extend it to a 4-point game. So Auburn in this one, at home, white uniforms for this game for the Auburn Tigers, for the Missouri Tigers. This is the first ever stream I've done Tigers and Tigers. Missouri, black uniforms, yellow numbers, yellow letters. 3-point shot, right corner, Auburn sinks it. Goes down right there by Chris Moore. 16-9 Tigers. Welcome on the stream here, everybody. Back out on here once again. For this one, CMA Gaming, glad to have you on the stream once again, bud. It's going out for Auburn in this one. Big game for Ian out, big game for Ty out here in this one. Ian, welcome on the stream. 12:20 left to go. Pass inside. Missouri has it blocked. Auburn with the basketball once again. Here goes the Auburn Tigers as they move it over into the key. Sharife Cooper dribbles right back out. Moves back outside to the right wing. Chris Moore takes another three. Sinks it for Auburn. They lead at 19-9. I covered this team against Arkansas, and they were hitting 3-point shots left and right for Auburn. This team is electric. Sharife Cooper is the facilitator, and they are looking good so far. Cooper, 3 points, 4 assists already in this game as we go to a timeout. Wow. So let's get caught up in the chat right now on the first time out of the game. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I think everybody's back from the other stream here. We get Jack, Raven in here, Baby Illinois, welcome to the stream once again. What should be a good one with 12 minutes left to go first half. Yeah, completely left wide open there for Auburn to make a 3-point shot. So this is an interesting matchup today. Missouri coming in, really great defense for Missouri. They're coming in, but they've struggled scoring this season though at the back half of the SEC in scoring. And this Auburn team, they're the complete opposite. They struggle defensively for Auburn, but they're just lights out with scoring. This team is a bucket since Sharife Cooper has come on to the team now, able to get granted eligibility, which he should have been playing to start off the season. And this. Keep note is that Auburn lost to Alabama by 4. They were in a shootout against Alabama, lost that game 94-90. So in the last 5 games, Sharife Cooper, he is averaging, since he has come on the court here, over 21 points per game and 9 assists per game. Just insane what he has done, transformed this team. One player just has had a profound impact on this team for Auburn, and that is what he has done. And last game, they're coming off a just insane crushing of South Carolina, 109-86. Yep, Jack happy about that. Tennessee able to finally win a close one tonight over Mississippi State. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to see some threes dropping down in this one for sure. I'm going to be going boom, boom, boom when they knock them down. Kara, welcome in once again. It's going pretty well. That was an incredible game in the last one I covered. Scoreboard update here for the first time we take a look at it on this timeout. As it looks like this, Drake only down by 3, trying to make a comeback to see if they can complete their undefeated season. Keep it alive. They have tied it up actually with a 3-point shot. Drake and Missouri State all tied up at 49. Drake outscoring Missouri State in the second half 23-9. Dayton Flyers up against St. Louis 36-31 right now at halftime. UConn leading Butler by 12, 38-26. UConn trying to put on a statement today in that game and turn their team around. Georgia Tech up by 2 against Duke, 20-18, and LSU leads Texas A&M 30-16. No shocker there, Texas A&M at the very bottom of the SEC. So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted throughout today for all these games going down. A lot of good games in this time slot. Yeah, Ty puts out, need to play defense. That's the strong suit for Missouri. So I thought in this game that the defense would even out and level it out with Auburn's offense. offense here, and they meet like a set point in the middle, and so far that is yet to happen. At Auburn, they can score points in a hurry, and once they dropped into this game, it was close, and then Auburn past couple possessions just taking it away. Yeah, no clue what Wilmore was doing in the game right there, man. Alright, we're back to action, approaching 12 minutes left to go. Hey, what's good, Kramen? Welcome to the stream, bud. This team can score. They can flat out score for Auburn. They're averaging over 86 points per game in the last 5 games when Sharif Cooper has been eligible for this team. So we're back to action. Missouri with the basketball. Left wing perimeter, Javon Pickett. Moves it out inside underneath. Missouri will put it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Allen Flanagan comes down with it defensively for Auburn. Here goes Auburn now, inside the key. Passes back out right corner perimeter. Over to the top of the key to Sharif Cooper. 8-zip run in the last minute and a half here for Auburn. Cooper moves it out to the top here to Akingbola. Passes out to the left wing. Over to Jalen Williams. Back outside to Cooper. Dribbles left baseline underneath. Cooper missed it. Tipped up. Able to get the tip in. That's good for 2 by Chris Moore. I'm going to take Auburn in this one. They've been red hot with Sharif Cooper last 5 games. 3-point shot. Missouri missed it. Not a strong 3-point shooting team. And they're playing from behind right now. This has usually been a rarity for Missouri this season. For them getting up in their defense, holding opponents. And they missed the 3 and they get called for the defensive rebound fall too. I had them in a closer game than this though. 82 to 78 Auburn. Drake took the lead. Oh boy. Raven looking for the upset in this one. A lot of teams are hungry out there. Auburn now with the ball right back. 11-10 left to go first half. Tigers have it at the top of the key. They push it over to the right wing. Jalen Williams. He takes the 3. No good. Rattled out. Rebound. Goes right back to Missouri. Yeah, Boise State finally 26th. I thought that they should have got put in the top 25. I would have put them over Louisville and UCLA in there. Missouri slows it down. Back to the right wing. Drew Buggs dribbles now. Inside. Shot fake. Pass out to the top of the key for Missouri with Drew Smith. He's going to attack the lane. Missed it though with a layup. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound Auburn. Yep, Goody's got the Tigers in this one. We got 2 Tigers in this game. This is a rarity. I usually never cover 2 Tigers against each other. Refs are going to blow the whistle, say there's a foul, and Missouri just picked up their 7th personal foul. This one assessed to number 2, Drew Buggs. So Auburn will go to the free throw line. They were trying to attack inside. Yeah, Drake 27th. Yep, Boise State and Drake. And then I have no clue how the word Colorado is still up there, even though they lost to Washington last week. 1-1 bonus, they missed it at the line by Auburn. Missouri gets the rebounds. They pass it over to the left wing. Drew Buggs has it, turns the corner, floats it up at the free throw circle. Good for 2 from Missouri. 21-11. As we approach the halfway mark remaining first half, Auburn basketball. Right wing perimeter, Allen Flanagan. Moves it over to JT Thor. Dribbles now inside. Floats up the runner and the key. That's good for 2 by JT Thor. Auburn by 12 again. They can score points and they can do it in a hurry. Missouri now with the ball. They like to slow it down. At the left wing perimeter, Drew Buggs. He dribbles now. At the left elbow. Deep 2. Oh, able to work on Jamal Johnson completely. Twisted the ankles right there of Johnson as he was just well away from guarding him on that one. Auburn get the ball right back. Pass gets deflected. Stolen away by Missouri here. Missouri drives inside. Contact and a foul. It's going to lead to Missouri going to line shoot 2 when Mark Smith. Tie game. Drake and Missouri State right now. 51 even, it looks like. Scoreboard updates for the NBA. We've yet to do that tonight here. Hawks lead the Clippers 90-85. Rockets up against the Wizards 63-58. And Utah Jazz, they've been red hot but losing in the first quarter against the Knicks 27-18. So Missouri here at the free throw line shooting 2. First one is good. Wow, Coach K actually playing Mark Williams. Second free throw coming up, and Drew Smith hits it. 10-point game. Hey, what's good, Makeel? Welcome to the stream again, man. And Jose here is already home now. Going to take a shower. No problem, bud. 9:20 left to go. Auburn basketball. Allen Flanigan has it, top of the key. He dribbles now at the left elbow. Push it over to Thor. Thor will take the three. Got it. Splash from downtown from the top of the key by JT Thor. Auburn by 13. Tigers with their largest lead now. 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Missouri at the right wing perimeter. As they dribble with Drew Smith. Passes back outside. They'll take a jumper. They missed it. Off the mark. No good, though, by Kobe Brown. They do get the tip in, though. That's good for two underneath. Able to put that up and in right there by Jeremiah Tillman. 11-point game. 8:40 remaining first half. Auburn takes it past half court. Once again, they have it. Right baseline. Allen Flanigan moves it back outside. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson will hand this one off to Flanigan. Flanigan now dribbles. Now he'll drive inside. Flanigan puts it up. No good. Tip. They get the offensive rebound, but there's contact. And Auburn actually pushed off right there. So Auburn pushed off an offensive rebound, and the ball is going to go right back over to Missouri. Yeah, I felt like this was going to be a bad matchup for Missouri. And Auburn's without one of their key players, Justin Powell. He's missed the last 8 games. He was the top scorer before Sharif Cooper was granted eligibility. This team has just been on the rise lately, like red hot. They almost beat Alabama in their first game with Cooper back. Missouri entry pass into the lane, they get fouled. So they're gonna go to line shoot 2 coming up. Yeah, all Auburn does is they just take 3-point shots. And they've hit 4 of those so far. They take a ton of 3-point shots per game. Jeremiah Tillman missed the first free throw. Rattled out. What's my least favorite song? I have no clue. Probably like the new age rap stuff that they put on. Even though a lot of the old school stuff I loved. But the stuff now, like the music coming up now, a lot of that is like rough, in my opinion. 26-16. Auburn floats it up over the top, and watch out for the cut behind the defense. That's good for 2 by Allen Flanigan. 28-16 the score. Missouri back out to the top of the key. Open 3. No good. They missed it, though. Rebound Auburn. They have it back with 7:40 remaining. Sharif Cooper takes it past half court. There's contact there. Missouri going to pick up a personal foul. Number 13, Mark Smith, picks up the personal here. That's going to be the eighth foul here by Missouri. Picked up in the court. Clock will stop with 7:39. Man, we go to a timeout in this one. Auburn, right from the start. This team has shooters all over the place in the lineup. And Sharif Cooper already 5 assists. And this is only the first half. Man. So right now we're just on a timeout. Scoreboard update here. UConn crushing Butler 44-28. I honestly thought that game would be close because UConn could not score whatsoever against Creighton, especially in the first half. Georgia Tech Duke, that game is really tight right now. 25-23. LSU up against Texas A&M 37-29. If LSU loses that game, then yeah, they're right now on the bubble, so they need to win that game for LSU in order to be in a tournament. Because if you lose against Texas A&M, it's over. Duke just tied it up 25-25 against Georgia Tech with 3.5 left to go in the first half. Dayton Flyers leading St. Louis 38-33. And how about Drake? Drake has taken the lead, outscoring Missouri State 30-10 in the second half. The score there is 56-51 with 6 minutes left to go. What an incredible display by Drake. Wow. Yep. And the thing, Creighton couldn't beat Butler. Unfortunate. Yeah, Creighton was without Marcus Zagorowski, but still, they have enough weapons on that team that they're able to get they should have been able to get the job done. That was embarrassing. Yeah, I'm not high on Creighton at all. They were taking just like a bunch of 3-point shots against UConn and missing them. If UConn had James Bouknight in that game, they would have won that game. If UConn wasn't paused for 17 days straight without a single game, their first game back was in December against Creighton. UConn lost in overtime by 2 against Creighton. UConn could have easily been 2-0 against Creighton. So I'm just not sold on Creighton this season. And I think if they make it into the tournament, say like a 5 seed or a 6 seed, they can very well get upset by whoever's at an 11 or a 12. Say if it's like somebody like Belmont or Winthrop at like an 11 or 12, they can upset them. Even like a team possibly from the MAC or so. Toledo, possibly. It all depends about the matchup. But if they have a team if they go up against a team that can stop the perimeter, then it's going to be rough for Creighton there. Because that's where they basically base their game off is 3-point shots. So we're back to action, 28-16 to score. It's going to be Sharif Cooper and one coming up in the line, or 1-on-1 bonus at the line, hits it. He'll have a second one. So before the timeout, Missouri picked up their 8th personal foul. Cooper here with his second free throw, got it. So Cooper looking great in this game so far. 6 points, 5 assists, and we still got 7:30 left to go remaining before halftime. Pass underneath, that's good for 2 off the entry pass right there. Sending it down by Jeremiah Tillman. See, that's the matchup that Missouri has to go for today. They need Tillman to be able to post up and be able to score inside, because Auburn's not that great defending inside. Floater, mid-range, no good. Stopped at the back iron, but went away from the net right there and out. Rebounds by Missouri. Missouri down by 12 with 7 minutes left to go. They drive, dish underneath over to Tillman, puts it up and in with a foul. As Missouri's going to go and shoot one coming up in the line. So getting the big fella involved here. And that is the key that I just talked about. Getting Jeremiah Tillman his touches. Number 2 in the conference in shooting percentage. And he had a big shot right there, right underneath. Hey, what's good, Steven? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Texas just came out flat today. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Auburn. So yeah, Texas was without Shaka Smart. They came out flat. And there was a lot of fouls against Texas. They killed themselves in that game because Greg Brown, he accidentally he went up for a rebound and he tipped the ball into Oklahoma's net. And that bucket right there was the deciding bucket. Basically, as you look at the points there, it ended being a 1-point win by Oklahoma. But yeah, the refs didn't like Texas today. I think Texas picked up like 29 fouls, and Oklahoma picked up 20. That game was ridiculous how many whistles we had earlier in that one. Pass inside over to Auburn. They put it up, no good though, tapped out of bounds. Last touch underneath here by Auburn. Clock will stop with 6:35. There was also a foul. Okay, so yeah, fall underneath it looks like too. So Auburn picks up a personal foul underneath, and it's going to send Missouri to the free throw line. So 1-1. First free throw, good by Drew Smith. Wow, Georgia Tech getting on a little bit of a run right there. Second free throw, got it. 30-22 the score. Georgia Tech up at the, Duke getting on a run right there. So Duke leading it 33-25 at halftime. Up by 8 against Georgia Tech. So Duke leads it now. LSU's choking. LSU is gonna choke this game against Texas A&M, and that's embarrassing. 39-36 with 51 seconds left to go in the first half. Missouri just picked up a quick foul. It's going to send Sharif Cooper back to the free throw line. First one is good. That means he'll have a second one coming up. Cooper, second free throw, 6:30 left to go. Still a lot of time before half, and Auburn already with 32 on the board, and we still got 6.5 left to go. They're up by 10. Missouri now with the ball. Auburn almost put up 60. They were close to putting up 60 points in the first half against South Carolina on Saturday. Missouri going to slow it down. Right wing perimeter, driving inside, attacking the lane, missed it, tipped up in the air. Auburn crashes the glass, comes up with a rebound. Jamal Johnson with a board, puts into the hands of Cooper here, dribbles past half court. Cooper now, dribbles, swings it out left corner, nice dish underneath, back over to Cooper. He'll take a three, it's up, no good, rebound. Missouri here, so they're going to go on the break. Missouri drives, missed it, offensive rebound though, and able to clean it up, that's good. They're actually going to call a foul on the contact, though, on the first missed shot, so it sends Xavier Pinson over to the free throw line shoot, too. So we'll not count the second bucket off the putback, off the trail up and in. So it's going to send Pinson off the initial layup here. He'll shoot 2 at the line. So behind the arc fan watching Duke versus Georgia Tech, ESPN put up that number, said number 4 South Carolina versus number 21 Mississippi State. Was like, what? Yep, women's college basketball. Yeah, they've been putting on women's games lately too. They put one on, I think, on Saturday. They put on a bunch of men's games last year. I don't even think they covered women's like that often, and this year they're covering women's more. Second free throw, that one's good. 32-24, 5:45 left to go. Cooper passes inside over to Thor, missed the layup though. Rebound Missouri. Great defense there by Missouri, as they have it at the top of the key. Xavier Pinson, guarded by Sharif Cooper. Big matchup to watch out for. Moves over to Drew Smith. Bounce pass. Back to the right corner. Watson over to Smith. Pinson, though. Nice pass inside. Missed the slam dunk, though, but a foul. That should have been 2 right there by Jeremiah Tillman, but he missed the slam dunk. That was a beauty of a pass right there by Pinson, just straight away. Hey, that's awesome, Cameron. His high school basketball team beat his rivals. Congrats, man. 35-32. Must have been a defensive slugfest type of battle there. One second. They're sending Sharif Cooper to the line. He missed the slant. Oh, he missed the slam dunk. He wasn't fouled. So Tillman, I thought he was fouled. Is he fouled here or no? Tillman got assessed a technical foul after he missed the slam dunk, and he wasn't fouled. Wow. Auburn at the line, they missed their free throw. So it's still 32-24. Unbelievable they missed a wide open slam dunk. I thought there was contact from behind in that slam dunk, but no. So there was no defensive foul picked up by Auburn. It was just a technical by Tillman. Cooper tries to drive inside. A whistle here. And the ref's going to call this one on Auburn. They pick up an offensive foul. So both of these teams are 9 personal fouls. Now, that didn't appear to be an offensive foul right there. Cooper is just driving inside. There was no elbow or anything. So, Sharif Cooper in foul trouble, and this is what exactly Missouri needs to get back in the game when their star players on the bench with 3 personal fouls. Missouri misses a 3, rebound Auburn. This team, either way, they're still fast on the court. They're electric with Auburn. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Alan Flanagan now, the ball handler. Flanagan, top of the key, dribbles towards his left. Flings it up, underneath, off the rollout. Big jam right there. Javon Franklin slams it down. Missouri's defense just did not rotate whatsoever, guarding Franklin off the cut to the bucket. 4.5 left to go. Missouri ball. Pickett. Back out to the top to Pinson. Moves it over right wing to Drew Smith. Smith flings it out over to Pinson. He has it at the left wing, guarded by Jamal Johnson. Pinson with 13 on the shot clock. I'll be going to bed after this one. Pinson now dribbles inside. Floats it up, got it for 2. Good luck right there by Xavier Pinson. It's a nice looking shot. 8-point game. 4 minutes remaining here before halftime. Auburn basketball. Playing the point as of now, that'll be Alan Flanagan and Justin Powell. He's missed, I think, like the last 8 games. Flanagan moves it over top of the key. Chris Moore. Back outside over to Jalen Williams. Drives underneath. Big pass. And able to finish. Good for 2 by Javon Franklin again. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way. So 36-26 to score. 3.5 left to go. Missouri has it. Step back 3 before that, though. Another foul picked up in the court. And the clock will stop. That's Auburn's 10th. Alright, so Auburn just picked up their 10th personal foul. We're going to go to a timeout here. Auburn leads at 36-26. Alright, scoreboard update currently. UConn up against Butler, 47-35. It's 9:54 p.m. where I am. Dayton Flyers still up against St. Louis, 45-40. Drake leading Missouri State now, 60-55. And then Duke leading by 8 against Georgia Tech at halftime, 33-25. LSU in a tight one against Texas A&M, 41-36 to score. That's one that LSU really needs in order to get into the bracket. No terrible losses needed at this point. UConn doing their job against Butler there by 14. Much better game for UConn. Hey, what's good, E. Mario? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Scores tonight in the NBA. Hawks beat the Clippers tonight, 108-99. Trae Young with 38 points. Rockets over the Wizards, 79-72. Knicks over the Jazz right now, 50-37. It's not really like that late. It's only 10 p.m. here, Anthony. It's later when it gets past midnight. Yeah, like what's going on in this game? Who can get the most penalties? And this one, yeah, that's how it was in the last game, basically with Texas Oklahoma. Who can foul more? And that was ridiculous how many foul calls we had in that last game. Oh, that's awesome. Mario liking his Knicks right now. They've been a surprising team so far. That they're in the playoff hunt this early part of the season. Yeah, I work on weekdays, so it's only 10 p.m. here. It gets later after midnight. I work at a radio station, full-time production director. That's my day job. So we get back to action. This one, 36-26 to score. Yeah, Mario, definitely, man. It's been very good so far. For the Knicks there, as far as being surprised about that. Yeah, you have a young team with a bright future. Tons of top draft picks they've got. Now it's starting to come together. So we're back to action in this one. First free throw, that's good by Missouri. Yep, Darren loves that quote right there, later after midnight. Second free throw, Drew Smith gets it, and that's his 1,000th point as a Missouri Tiger. It's an 8-point game. Auburn takes the three. They missed it off the mark. Sharif Cooper is, Sharif Cooper's still on the bench right now with 3 personal fouls. Missouri has it here. Top of the key, dribbles. Straight away, pass over to Tillman. That time able to finish with a two-handed jam. That time it worked right there, 36-30. Utah Jazz hasn't started hitting threes yet. Wait for it, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the mods here tonight. They're probably around, though. Right corner three. Off the mark, no good by Javon Franklin. Offensive rebound. Auburn keeps it alive. They missed another three-point shot. So they were knocking it down early, and now they've been missing from the perimeter as of late. 2.5 remaining before half. Missouri basketball. They'll slow it down. Xavier Pinson. Back outside of Drew Smith. He launches. He gets it. Now it's a ball game. 36-33. 2:20 left to go, first half. And a timeout taken here by Auburn on the clock as they'll take their first timeout of the game. Yeah, Vegas puts out here. Wasn't Oregon supposed to play USC? Yeah, they're supposed to play on Saturday. I'll take a look at the schedule there, man. I wonder if that got removed. So yeah, now they're in the chat. Yeah, no problem, guys. I'm gonna see that. So Oregon, USC. Yeah, it's still on for Fox. So Oregon, USC, 5:30 on Fox on Saturday. So yeah, so this upcoming Saturday, Vegas, Oregon versus USC will play each other. Unless I'll take a look and see if anything's changed. Yeah, so it's this Saturday, 5:30 Eastern time. Yeah, Oregon's coming out of a pause, so that's why they recently returned back to action. Oh. Okay, how about UCLA's next 2 upcoming games against Oregon have been postponed. Oh. So this game's gonna get... Oregon is gonna have to go on pause, I bet you, again. Yeah. Okay, so I just looked at the tweet right here. I'll read it to you guys when we do have a second. We have a stoppage in time right now. Minute 49 left to go. This is according to CBS Sports analyst for college basketball, John Rothstein. He posted that around 3 hours ago. So UCLA has 2 upcoming games against Oregon. Both of those have been postponed due to issues again with Oregon's program related to COVID-19. So the Ducks will go on pause once again. That's the second time that Oregon has gone on pause. And Oregon had a lot of scheduling issues to start off the season with their opponents, trying to schedule in games. That's a crusher. Yeah, I'm taking a look at the Oregon schedule right now. And Drew Smith's going to check out of the game here for Missouri. We got a minute 49 left to go. Auburn got fouled. He went 1 for 2 that trip at the line. Yeah, so postponed again. But they're still keeping the yeah. So it looks like it's going to be postponed if they postpone the February 1st game, but not the January 30th. Missouri has a left corner, down by 4. Feeds it over to Tillman, double teamed. Tillman going to dribble back to the top of the free throw circle, bounce pass around the perimeter. Puts out to Mark Smith, dribbles left baseline now, puts it up, it gets blocked by Auburn. Missouri able to continue with the basketball as they have it once again. Pro Hop puts it up, good for 2 at the right baseline. That's a hard-fought bucket there by Javon Pickett. 37-35 the score with a minute 10 left to go. Yeah, so they took off the UCLA game, but didn't take off the USC game. But yeah, they're going to take that off. 1 minute left to play. JT Thor, right wing perimeter. He is guarded on a one-on-one here by Pickett. Moves it back out to the top. Lost control of the basketball. It's on the ground for Auburn. And it's going to be a foul picked up here by Missouri. Trying to go after that one. Allen Flanagan got chopped down there by Mark Smith. Personal foul picked up on the court by Missouri. Drake covered. Wow. Drake won big. What a second half by Drake. Yeah, Drake's going to win this game 66-58 with 30 seconds left. Wow, they outscored Missouri State 40-17 in the second half. That is unbelievable. So Allen Flanagan back at the free throw line. First one's good. Second one's good by Auburn. They have put up 39. .48 seconds remaining. Missouri ball. Xavier Pinson has it. Moves it back out left wing, Javon Pickett. Pickett passes over back to the top here with Pinson. Dribbles towards his right. Pinson moves it out to the top. Mitchell Smith passes left baseline over to Pickett. Pickett deep two jumper. Missed it. And rebound goes to JT Thor here for Auburn. 25 seconds remaining. Auburn had the ball poked loose. Missouri comes up with a steal. Here they go in numbers. Watch out behind the defense. And they missed the layup. Oh, they had Pickett behind the defense. That should have been an alley-oop attempt right there. Instead, they decided to take it on their own and they missed the layup. Rebound Auburn. 8 seconds left to go. Auburn for the final shot before halftime. Flanagan dribbles now. At the top of the key. Flanagan, right wing three, takes it at the horn. No good. Off the right side of the rim and goes out of bounds as we go to halftime here. Ended the half, though, for Missouri on a 19-9 run. So we started out this game. There was nothing going on for Missouri. But they were able to climb right back in this one, and at the end of one. It's anybody's ball game here, 39-35. A lot of points on the board today. Exactly what I had predicted here with this Auburn high-flying offense. Sharif Cooper, he was on the bench with 3 personal fouls, and it really showed why Missouri was able to take advantage of that opportunity to get back in this game without Cooper in the court. He makes his teammates so much better and opens up the court all over the place. Looks like we got the nice school chants we got out right now. So Drake has won over Missouri State 68-61. And what a comeback by Drake. 42-20 outscored Missouri State in the second half. That's why you got to play 40 minutes of college basketball every single game, not 20. Dayton Flyers winning against St. Louis 51-46. St. Louis just hasn't been able to shake it so far and score points. UConn going to win big today. 4.5 remaining in that game. UConn leading Butler 60-43. UConn's defense coming up clutch in that one. They are back on the right track for the Huskies. Duke in the second half up against Georgia Tech 38-27. And LSU leading at halftime over Texas A&M 41-36. For LSU, that's a must-win scenario type of game. Southeastern Missouri missed the 3 at the end to cover. Ouch. Oh, man, that's rough. Actually, we're not in the second, my bad. We're in the halftime. Oop. There we go. Okay, got it. Yeah, we're not in the second here. We're at halftime currently before we get to the second. So yeah, we're at halftime here currently. Let's see here. Duke up. Oh, Duke looking good right now. 38-29 leading against Georgia Tech. Make it 38-31. Georgia Tech just scored with 18 minutes remaining. Yeah, Knicks up at halftime against the Jazz. So Knicks looking good. Wow, Austin Rivers got himself 25 points for the Knicks tonight, man. Yeah, so it was interesting. It was brought up a little bit through it for about 10 minutes ago or so about Oregon's upcoming schedule. Oregon once again is going to go on another pause. So this means for Oregon that they have postponed now. This is Oregon. Oregon's going to postpone 8 games. So or Oregon has had 8 games postponed this season due to COVID issues for Oregon. Either their team or another opponent. They've had 8 games postponed all season long because of this for Oregon. This is rough. And potentially even more we're looking at. So they went on a pause. They went on a pause, I think, like a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks ago for Oregon. And they just got their games postponed. The series against UCLA on Thursday and Monday has got postponed. They're supposed to take on USC on Saturday. That game is still up on the schedule, but that's most likely going to get postponed too. That would have to get postponed if they postponed the UCLA game on February 1st. Yeah, because Oregon had lost against Oregon State without their top 2 players playing in that game, with Chris Duarte and LJ Figueroa. They did not play in that game. They were out due to the virus. And now they have to go on another pause again, so a second pause. It's unfortunate. So almost all of Vaughn's devices are charged 100% except his old phone at 70%. Let's get that up a little bit more there. Looks like Wendell Moore's going off right now. Yeah, that was embarrassing against Oregon State. It's too bad. They have so much potential for Oregon, but they're just getting the unfortunate issues here as far as just terrible luck. Them and South Carolina. South Carolina had their head coach Frank Martin. He tested positive twice. Hey, what's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. I thought it would be a closer game than that score had indicated. North Carolina 48 points in the paint. Yeah, they got a lot of good dominant bigs on North Carolina. Champagny 23 points off of just 9 shots. If he gets more, he's getting double more often. But yeah, should be taking 10 plus shots per game. Definitely. That's a tough matchup. Yeah, that's a really tough matchup. UNC is good inside. Garrison, Brooks, Baycott, Kessler, and Sharp. They have a lot of good dominant bigs in that team. Yeah, behind the arc fan leaves and then Missouri comes back. Yeah, Sharif Cooper picked up his 3rd foul. And then he headed towards the bench for like the final 4 minutes or so before halftime. And that's where Missouri was able to pick it up and get on a comeback. Let's see, Julius Randle. Austin Rivers is going off for the Knicks. He's got 25 points for Austin Rivers. Like, whoever would project that. Julius Randle's got 11 points, 6 rebounds. So 11.6 rebounds for Julius Randle. 4 for 8 shooting from the floor. He's only got 1 turnover. So that's good. Limit the turnovers if you got him on your fantasy team. Yeah, if you got Emmanuel Quickly on your fantasy team, it's not a good start for you. He's missed 6 shots, 1 for 7 shooting, only got 4 points and 2 turnovers. Yeah, we're supposed to be. Well, yeah, we got like 1 to 3 inches of snow over here too, Vegas. Yeah, this is interesting for the Knicks. Alec Burks, Elfrid Payton both didn't score. And their starters, they did not score in the first half because Austin Rivers dropped down 25. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, Austin Rivers a perfect 10 for 10 from the floor shooting, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 from the outside. That's ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the Duke Georgia Tech game now. Stewart's having an incredible game. Looks like he's got 15. He's made 3 threes. Hey, what's good, Braden? Welcome to the stream, man. I actually didn't listen to that, but wow, Aaron Rodgers and the Pat McAfee show. I wonder if it's about any like future destinations or anything. Yeah, so right now we're just at halftime. Missouri was up by double digits at one point in this game. They made 9 3-point shots in the first half alone. Or for Auburn, they made 9 3-point shots in the first half alone. But Missouri came back. Sharif Cooper headed to the bench with 3 personal fouls. Foul trouble looks like this. Cooper with 3, Flanagan with 2 by Jalen Williams. And then for Missouri, right now, Mark Smith and Drew Smith with 2 personal fouls each, and then 2 by Kobe Brown. 65 and sunny today out in Tennessee. That's nice weather, man. Probably not going to get that over here until probably May, most likely. Unless it comes earlier this year, that we have some higher temperatures than usual. Yep, up here in New England, it can get like quite cold and lonely or so during the winter. Over here, some nice 25, 30 degree temperatures. Yeah, and hoping that Duke can be able to put Mark Williams in more for the second half there. Oh, welcome in back on the channel, Baby Illinois. Yes, I still think Auburn's going to pull through. As long as Sharif Cooper stays out of foul trouble, this team is rolling with him today. So yeah, Sharif Cooper in the first half, he had 5 assists. He's just able to space out the floor to have wide open shooters all over the place for his teammates to pass it to. Oh boy, snow coming tomorrow. Looks like over in where you guys are. This half is long. Wow. This half is so long. We're still at halftime here currently. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like the halves are getting, like, longer and longer. Like, Duke and Georgia Tech, that game started out the same time as this game it was scheduled for. And Duke and Georgia Tech, that game has got 14 and a half minutes left to go. We haven't even started the second half over here. We will, though, in less than 4 minutes, so we will. So that's the good sign, as they'll be coming back into it. Yeah, stay safe where Vaughn is for tomorrow. I heard that you're supposed to get a big storm for tomorrow. Might lose power. Nope, never get snow in Georgia. Yeah, we've got family out in El Paso, Texas, and they never get snow out there. Yeah, this halftime seems like it's just gone on forever. Hey, what's good, John? Welcome to the stream again. Could BC steal a game in the ACC tournament? I'm probably gonna say no to that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna say no to that most likely. Unless I don't know how they group the conference tournaments. But unless they have, like, the last place teams playing against each other, that's probably the only one that I see to, like, move on to play a higher seed. That would be, like, a first day game. I think, like, the first day in the ACC, they put the lower seeds against each other. So maybe just the first one or so, if it's against, like, Notre Dame or Wake Forest, but those are the only two teams I see them beating. Besides Miami, also Miami. If Miami's still not healthy by then, if Miami was healthy, they'd be a tournament team right now. Yeah, it's just so unfortunate because Boston College hasn't been to the tournament since 2009, and where my home state is in Mass, we just need to start getting back to winning ways more for hoops. It's all about professional sports over here. Patriots, Celtics, Bruins, Red Sox. That college sports is just so forgotten that it's just been a struggle over here in New England. Like, we need somebody new to come into BC and just be able to take the program up to higher places than it has been, because it just hasn't been enough. And that's what it was with Providence before. Like, Providence around 15 years ago or so, they had Keno Davis as the head coach, and he picked up his next head coaching job at Central Michigan. And yeah, Central Michigan hasn't been to the tournament in forever, but yeah, when Keno Davis was the head coach, the team just went nowhere. They were at the bottom of the Big East constantly. And then when Ed Cooley came in, he at least got them to the tournament. So Ed Cooley's getting them to the tournament. The problem with just getting them to the tournament, though, they just can't win first round games, or they always seem like they're on the bubble every single year. So just trying to get over the hump and making the correct hire. That's the thing. But I love Cooley as a head coach. I think I can give him a couple more years and see where it goes, because there's potential. Yep, we can have Cal right back at UMass. Yep, those were the good old days. And now UMass basketball. It's too bad, but this year's team's actually talented. They have the chance to be like possibly get into the A10 semifinals for the tournament. I feel like maybe even reach the finals if they are able to pull off some upsets there. They're going to have to take out some teams, and the bracket's going to have to be right for them. I don't see UMass going to the tournament this year, but maybe they'll make it interesting. They got a great player with Trey Mitchell. That's one thing. He might get drafted, like second rounder, because he's a really good dominant big. 39-35 the score. And he's also got a supporting cast, too. So Sharif Cooper not out there to start off the second half. They're working on the lower left ankle of Sharif Cooper right now. So we get back to action here, second half. Auburn by 4. And it will be Missouri's basketball. Missouri left baseline. Tillman has it. Moves it back out to the right wing. Catch and shoot 3. Drew Smith takes it. He hits it. So Missouri making this interesting now, a 1-point game, as they're still working out to stretch Sharif Cooper. Hopefully he comes back in the game. That's huge for Auburn. If they want a chance today. Auburn turns it over. First possession right there. They just turn it over. Yep, and can't wait for next year's Duke team. Going to be so stacked next season there. With the recruiting class. They're bringing it again. Yeah, Northeastern, the top team in the Colonial this season. So them and they're the only team from Mass. It looks like they have potential to go to the tournament right now. Boston University, they won their last 2 games, but Colgate is so tough in the Patriot League this season. BU would have went last year. Underneath, Missouri travels with the ball, and Auburn going to have it right back. 19-12 left to go. And from the NEC in Rhode Island, Bryant lost by 1 against Syracuse. I think Bryant has the chance to take the NEC this season, get their first tournament bid. 19 minutes remaining in Auburn. Pass gets deflected, stolen away here on a key by Tillman. Missouri now with a chance to take the lead. They take it past half court. They'll take the jumper at the free throw circle. Missed it. No good. Pinson missed it. Hit the front rim. Rebound Auburn. Auburn now has it. Pass inside. Underneath. Goes down. Reverse-handed layup there by Devin Cambridge. And it's a 3-point Auburn lead. 41-38 the score. Snowdrifts that were 4 to 5 feet deep there. Remembers it was either March or April for Jason. 12 inches dump on us in Kentucky. was in high school when that happened in the blizzard in 1993. Great times. Missouri has it. They're going to float it up mid-range. Bank. That's good for 2 right there by Mark Smith. Here we go. Back and forth possessions. 41-40 Auburn. They'll slow it down with the basketball. JT Thor moves it out to the left wing. Devin Cambridge back out. Bounce pass to Cambridge, who tried to cut, but the ball was behind him and he turned it over. Out of bounds by Auburn. Missouri will have it back with 18:07. Yeah, I remember it was like, it had to be like 2003, 2004. There was a snowstorm that they had like 32 inches or so. I think it was in Boston. They had a snowstorm. Because I remember waking up and I had school canceled for like the next 2-3 days. And it was 3-point shot that goes down there by Missouri. There was another one I'm feeling like that was later. It was December debacle in Providence. I think it was 2006 or either 2007. It was December. It was called the December debacle, and the kids were getting home from school around noontime. A snowstorm came. And then the students were stuck on the bus for like 10 hours in downtown Providence. Cars were parked all over the highway. Missouri by 2, they get the basketball. They pass it inside. Backs his way, Tillman, underneath. Puts it up, got it. And that's good for 2, up and in off the backboard. 45-41. 17-10 left to go. Auburn needs Cooper back on the court here, so they're going to dribble towards the bench, and they take a timeout. Looks like Cooper able to get off his seat, and I think he's going to check back into the game. We'll let you guys know he's out there, so he's suited up, and he should be back in here after this timeout. Oh, man, sorry to hear that behind the arc fan. He lives out in one of the hottest countries in the world, out there in Australia. So right now we're in the timeout here, Missouri by 4. I'm from Massachusetts, Warren. As we go to a timeout taken here in the court, Missouri outgaining Auburn here, 10-2. Warren put out behind the arc fan. Yep, he's from Australia. Yeah, if you're in a Rhode Islander, then you don't know the blizzard of 78. Yep, Rhode Island, Mass, Connecticut got pounded in the blizzard of 78. Oh, cars were stuck on the highway for days. I wasn't alive back then, but my parents told me the story about all the cars back on the highway there. There's a bunch of pictures that explain it. I know there's Route 128. I saw the pictures. Route 128 towards like Needham and Dedham in Massachusetts. A bunch of cars just parked on the highway in the blizzard of 78. I remember it was snow. I think it was like snowstorm or it was Blizzard Nemo that happened. Some like nor'easter in like 2012. Because I was in high school and we lost power for like 2 or 3 days in a row from it. It was terrible. We got like 25 inches of snow from Nemo. And it was like 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts from that, too. So right now we're in the timeout, 52-52. Georgia Tech and Duke are all tied up right now. LSU has choked the lead against Texas A&M. Unbelievable. LSU is a big fat choke, and they're not going to make it into the tournament if they keep it up. Oh, these teams that's on the bubble, they're killing themselves right now. Syracuse lost to Virginia yesterday. Marquette lost against DePaul on Saturday. Providence lost against Villanova. Utah State yesterday had a terrible loss against UNLV. LSU, you got to be kidding me. LSU losing to Texas A&M 61-57. That's one of the bottom teams in the conference with Texas A&M. UConn has won tonight. UConn winning Butler 63-51 the final. Tyrese Martin scored 20 points for the Huskies there in the W. They improve to a record of 8-3. Hey, what's good, George? Welcome back again. Yup, Blizzard Nemo 2012. I remember that. I think it was a junior year in high school for me. Jason puts out, He's 6'2", 208 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, like long walks on the beach. Great collegiate basketball game. There we go. We're back from the timeout, approaching 17 minutes left to go. And Sharife Cooper is into the game here for Auburn, so we'll see how he changes this. Cooper gets handed off the ball. 17 minutes remaining. Top of the key, Cooper, as he is guarded by Mark Smith. Cooper dribbles towards his right. Bounce pass left wing, Jamal Johnson takes it. Deep two, no good. Not a good-looking shot right there. Hit the bottom right part of the backboard. Rebound by Missouri. Missouri has it with 16:45 on the clock. Pinson. He is guarded here, top of the key. Bounce pass now. They'll take the jumper. Drew Smith, no good. Air ball gets the offensive rebound underneath. Missouri puts it up, couldn't finish. Missed a shot by Kobe Brown, but a tip in, able to go down. Second chance points right there by Missouri. They lead by 6. 16.5 remaining. Auburn now with the ball. Sharife Cooper. Bounce pass top of the key. Dylan Caldwell. Back out to Caldwell off the pass by Johnson. Hands it off to Cooper now. Dribbles towards the right wing. Cooper is guarded by Drew Smith. Cooper has it. 6 on the shot clock. Dribbles. Oh, nice pass underneath to Caldwell, but there's a foul. It's going to be picked up here by Missouri. First personal foul. Wow. Yeah, Georgia Tech's come back in that game right now. Let's see here. 52-52. 27-19. Georgia Tech outscoring Duke second half. Blizzard of 93. It's like they had over 300 people in that storm pass away. Oh, jeez. That's unfortunate. First free throw, Auburn hits it. Second one got it. 4-point game now at the line. Will John Becker be offered a better job? I think possibly that he'll be offered a better job. He's the coach for Vermont, and they just rolled out America East every single season for that conference. So he's due for a power conference job in the future. 15:40 remaining. Missouri moves it around the perimeter. At the top, they dribble now straight away. Kicks it back outside. They'll take a 3. Off the mark, no good. And Auburn going to come up with a rebound. They're also in transition here on a 2-on-1. The pass gets deflected. Cooper, though, bad decision. Tried to pass it off a Missouri player to go out of bounds. Instead, they kept it inbounds with a steal. And they go coast to coast to lay it up and in by Drew Smith. What a play right there by Missouri. Not the greatest decision there by Sharife Cooper to try to tap that one out of bounds when it was well far away from actually where the far side of the court was by Cooper. And just did not have enough power in that pass and was able to make him pay for Drew Smith for Missouri. He also got fouled, so he's going to go to the line shoot 1 after the timeout. See, our worst natural disaster Australia had. Black Saturday. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. I'm interested to know what that is. Yeah, so right now we're just on another timeout currently in this one. Duke up by 4 against Georgia Tech, 56-52. Texas A&M leading LSU, 61-57. That's the problem with LSU is their defense. Their defense just giving up way too many points in this throughout this entirety of this game to Texas A&M, who's not even close to being like at the top of the conference right now. They're at the very bottom of the SEC. Yeah, all the games basically finished. Dayton Flyers going to take it against St. Louis. So St. Louis trailing with 50 seconds remaining, 70-64. So we're going to be seeing a new team in the top 25 come Monday at noontime. St. Louis is going to get bounced out. So St. Louis's first A-10 game results in a loss. That's too bad. I thought that this team had potential. They came out of a 1-month quarantine. It's more like they had so much potential this season, but bad luck got the best of them. That's what's happening to Oregon right now. They're on a second pause. South Carolina, bad luck got to them. Their head coach Frank Martin tested positive twice. Once in April, once a couple weeks ago, and they went on 2 separate pauses for South Carolina. Yeah, Villanova went on a gigantic pause, and Villanova stays same Villanova. See, that's the mentality that you have to keep. St. Louis had their first 5 conference games postponed, and it's not going to get any easier. They're at Richmond in their next game for St. Louis. Winds are gusting to 20 miles per hour. That's not that bad. When you get into the high wind stuff there, when you get into the 50, 60, 70 plus, those are the ones. Anything after that. The Dayton Flyers going to beat St. Louis, the team that lost to Fordham. Will beat St. Louis with Jalen Crutcher with 25 points. That's a huge game. St. Louis or Richmond. That's just going to eliminate a team from tournament contention, basically. Whoever loses that one. Which it looks like right now it's just St. Bonaventure at the top. So, if St. Louis keeps on losing, the A10 is certainly up for grabs. It really is. It could come down to whoever wins the A10 tournament. Yeah, Drake had a rough first half, but able to come from behind in the second half. You know, what a second half there by Drake today. They play against, I think they play tomorrow against Missouri State again. 50-43 the score. Cooper in the court once again for Auburn here as Auburn tries to pass the ball, deflected out of bounds. Clock will stop with 15:08. A fire that was worse than the ones around a year ago. Wow, killed 173 people. It was 4,500 square kilometers, man. Yeah, devastating natural disasters we've had in history. 15 minutes remain. Auburn drives inside. Cooper has it, and the refs will call a foul on Missouri again. So second personal foul. Clock will stop with 14:57. Cooper going to be the inbound passer. Xavier Pinson picks up his third personal foul, so he's going to head to the bench right now. Now, Auburn has the matchup that they want, with the leading scorer Pinson out. Auburn gets the inbound, and there are 15 minutes remaining. Cooper, now with the ball. He's guarded at the right wing by Drew Smith. Has it at the top of the key. Dribbles towards his left. Drives inside by Sharif Cooper. Got rejected by the rim. Able to get it back, though, as he passes around the perimeter. They pick it up. Moves it to the right baseline to Cooper. He is double-teamed. Floats up a three-point desperation shot. And a foul here picked up by Missouri as the clock will stop. Wow, it's a terrible foul. He was going nowhere with the shot clock expiring. So non-shooting foul, so Auburn's just going to get the inbound. They pass over to the left corner, new 20 in the shot clock. Cooper back outside. Moves out to Thor. Thor will take the three, splash. Got it, perimeter triple, 4-point game. 50-46 the score here with 14.5 remaining. This game moving by so slow tonight. Missouri ball. Drew Smith to the right wing. He's guarded by Cooper. Smith will now drive inside, and he pushed off. Offensive foul. Leading in with that shoulder right there by Drew Smith. It goes right back over to Auburn. Yeah, Duke in the tie game. Wow, that's a tight one. 56 even against Georgia Tech. Approaching 14 minutes remaining. Cooper, big burst of speed. Got it. Lays it up and in with the right hand by Sharif Cooper. This is a 2-point game. 14 minutes remain. Missouri pass inside. Ball deflected off the fingertips right there of Jeremiah Tailman and goes out of bounds. Auburn will get it back with under 14 remaining. Back-to-back turnovers by Missouri last two possessions. They call me by his nickname, Spaceman. There we go. Good old Spaceman at school. Vegas or space or Spacey Vegas, Planet Vegas. Should do a Planet Vegas. Should make one instead of Venus. First free throw good. 50-49 to score. Second free throw, Auburn got it. We're tied up here in this one. Missouri has 5 personal fouls second half. Auburn with only 1. This game is all knotted up at 50 even. Missouri ball. They'll slow it down. Top of the key. Moves it back over to the right wing to Mark Smith. Back outside to Drew Smith. Drew Smith feeds it over left elbow into the hands of Mitchell Smith. They got 3 Smiths in this team. They take a 3 from straight away. They missed it off the mark. Rebound Auburn. They want to push tempo here. Cooper has it. Takes it past half court. And Missouri going to pick up a 6th personal foul here the second half. Jalen Pickett reaches in from behind. This is part of an Auburn 7-zip run. So with Sharif Cooper in the game once again, and Xavier Pinson out, able to take advantage right now on the 7-zip run. Auburn has it around the perimeter. They feed it over underneath. Thor try to go in for the reverse hand. The layup got rejected by the rim. Terrible look right there. Missouri gets the basketball off the rebounds. Here goes Missouri now with it. They'll slow it down at the left wing with Pinson. So Pinson back into the game as he is guarded at the top of the key right there. Dribbles towards his right. Pinson, bounce pass, right baseline. Underneath, shot fake. They'll put it up. Good for 2. Able to get behind the defense by Javon Pickett. 52-50. Spade's listening right now to Godzilla. If he wears earbuds to practice, he would listen to Godzilla and Ransom and some other songs, it looks like. 12:50 left to go. Yup, definitely cherish high school when you have it. So, because it gets more tougher when you go up to college. Even though I couldn't imagine what school is like for you guys right now, like during this year. It's unfortunate. Sharif Cooper got fouled again. Auburn this time will go to the free throw line. Part of the bonus. First one's good. To tie the game up here for Cooper. And he hits it. So we are tied up all at 52. Sharif Cooper, he's got himself 13 points. 5 assists. 12:40 left to go. Missouri floats it up. Big block right there by Auburn. Missouri able to get the basketball right back, though. Tigers to the left wing perimeter. Xavier Pinson. Bounce pass into the hands of Drew Smith. He'll float it up mid-range. No good off the mark. Rebound back over to Auburn. And they call it Auburn rebounding foul, though. So that's going to be a second personal foul picked by Auburn here, second half. This game's moving by so slow today. We still got 12 and a half minutes remaining. Like, geez, this game's just gone by so slow. Inbound here, Missouri. Missouri already with 7 personal fouls. They have it at the top. Passes over to the left wing. Dribbles free throw circle. As Cooper is guarding Javon Pickett now. Pickett will float it up. Gets blocked right again by Auburn. And they're going to say goaltend. Huh. Is that up over the top on the last one? Yeah. Yep, it was. So that was over the top. They award a bucket to Missouri. Approaching 12 minutes left to go. Hey, have a nice night, Jason. Glad to have you in the stream once again. And enjoy the rest of your night. Once again, Missouri picks up another foul away from the basketball. This time assessed to number 4, Javon Pickett. Yep, St. Louis went down against Dayton, so Dayton Flyers able to get a big victory, and St. Louis going to bounce out of the top 25. Sharif Cooper shooting 2 coming up at the line. Or 1 and 1 actually in the bonus. Now he'll be shooting 2. First one's good. Wow. Duke, Georgia Tech, 60-59 to score with under 4 left to go. We'll keep you guys posted. This game's a tie game, 54 even, with 12 minutes remaining. Still a ton of time left to go. Sharif Cooper, 13 points, 9 for 11 at the free throw line. He is just getting Missouri into all sorts of foul trouble right now. Missouri moves it over to the right wing perimeter. They pass it back over top of the key. Javon Pickett back outside. Over to Pinson. Pinson drives. He gets caught for the offensive foul. Leads in on Cooper. Takes the charge. Cooper doing everything right now in this game. What did I do during the power outage? Just hang out with my family. Just talk and catch up. And listen to the news basically on the radio. That's what we did. So 11:49 left to go. Going to go to a timeout. This game just dragging right now. What's good, Ryan? Welcome to the stream, man. Marquette versus Providence. Thoughts about that one? Providence, I'd be shocked if Providence loses that game. If they do, they're out of the tournament. They got to win the Big East tournament, which that's going to be tough against Villanova. Really tough. Marquette won the first game. So, second game, Providence is at home. I have Providence taking it. A tight game, though. But if Providence gets swept by Marquette, that's the first time that they've got swept in over a year, I think, by a Big East opponent. So that's just sad, because last year, Providence won at least one game against every single opponent in the conference. Yeah, Ryan puts out after the loss against VCU, he thought that was the end of the season, but gives the Dana Flyers some life right there. It's a huge win for them. For St. Louis, that's a crusher. And now it's just St. Bonaventure that's on their own map right now for St. Bonaventure. Yet they lost to Rhode Island. The reason why was because the number 2 player for St. Bonaventure only played 1 minute against Rhode Island. And yeah, they really needed offense in that game, and they failed to score 60. So St. Bonaventure's better than a lot of people have thought. And they've got better and better and better. But they haven't played legit opponents. That's the thing. Scoreboard update here as we welcome in Ian out to the stream. Indeed, LSU and Texas A&M are going at it right now. And, oh, man, how would that be if LSU loses that game against Texas A&M? Unbelievable. Unbelievable for LSU. Well, for Providence to get back in the bracket if it's possible, they need teams like LSU, Utah State to lose games. And for Providence to beat Marquette tomorrow at least to give them a new start. So that's the thing there for me. Since I root for Providence, but it's going to be a battle for that bubble. But LSU is crushing their chances right now at being a part of the tournament. Their defense has given up. That's unfortunate. That this game is tied against Texas A&M, 66-66. Interesting. Okay, thanks so much for the update there. So, Ian, appreciate it. But USC versus Oregon is still on. So that game on Saturday is still on on Fox. Wow. But they postponed a series with UCLA Oregon, which UCLA plays, I think, on Thursday, and then they play the following week. That series is get postponed, I think, like 3 or 4 times now. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna take Villanova in that one. UConn without best player. Yeah, UNLV with a big win yesterday against Utah State. Yeah, so Oregon canceled their series against UCLA. It got postponed. I would imagine that they would have postponed against USC. But that's still on the schedule for some reason. So we're back to action, 54-54. Auburn has the ball right after the timeout, and they get called for a turnover. So 11:40 left to go. This game has been a drag tonight. Man. Yeah, long game. Hey, welcome in, Paulo. Glad to have you in the stream. Houston Cougars Final Four. I'm probably going to take them to the Elite 8 or the Sweet 16. Don't know where I'll have them. though, but probably towards the Elite 8 or Sweet 16. Maybe the Final Four, depending on the matchups, though. That's the thing. They're gonna have to get some generous matchups to go there. But some of the teams I do favor over Houston if they get them in the bracket, like Florida State. I like Florida State right now. I still like Alabama, even though that was a close game today. So there's a couple of really tough matchups in there. Jeremiah Tillman got fouled from Missouri. He's going to go to the line now. Auburn picks up their 4th personal. First one's good. Yeah, this game's just dragging. We're not even halfway through the second half. Any team do I think in the top 25 that will lose in the first rounds? Oh, yeah. Virginia Tech. I honestly don't even know if Virginia Tech's going to make the tournament right now. They lost their number 2 scorer got suspended yesterday from the team. So I don't even think Virginia Tech's going to make it. They might be another Clemson and just miss. 55-54 here. Auburn drives inside. Shot gets blocked. Goes out of bounds. The last touch by Missouri, and Auburn going to get the inbound. Cooper. Back out to the top of the key over to Akingbola. Tried to pass it out. Ball gets deflected. Stolen away here. Off the fast break. Missouri going to float it up. Missed the layup. Second chance. Missed the second chance layup. And the ball tipped. Deflected. Stolen away here by Auburn. Swings it out. Left baseline. Back inside off the trail. And that's a lot of contact in the foul. Unbelievable that Missouri just left points off the board right there. And Auburn will go to line shoot 2. That should have been an easy 2 right there off the steal. And that was by Drew Smith. And he missed the layup. And Pickett had the tip in, and he missed it as well. First free throw. Auburn missed it at the line. So, yeah, so Virginia Tech, I got them losing in the first round if they make it. UCLA, I'm not feeling them right now. I think they're going to lose. I think Creighton, depending on the matchup, they could lose. Tennessee, maybe. I don't know. It all depends on the matchup, whoever Tennessee gets. Can Minnesota win a neutral court game? That's another question. As Auburn ties it up here. They won 1 for 2 that trip of the line. 10:40 left to go. Missouri now with the ball. They're going to hand it off around the perimeter. And it all depends on who Missouri plays, too. So a lot of these matchups, it all depends on who they play. That's a huge block by Auburn. They got numbers 2-on-1. Cooper floats it up over the top. Watch out. Alley-oop. Throw down right there. This might have just changed the game. What slam right there being sent down. Number 35 for Auburn. Devin Cambridge off the 2-on-1 fast break. 10:13 left to go. Missouri has in the post, and another quick foul picked up here in the court. Clock will stop with 10:13. And it's on Auburn. They pick up their 5th with Cardwell. Oh, yeah, I've heard of the name there. So, yeah. So, Niles Lane's on Florida. You met him before. That's awesome. So, you met C.J. Welcher on Xavier. Basically met the whole Result Catholic. So, Cliff Amarui on Rutgers. Mostly everybody else. That's awesome, man. Approaching 10 minutes left to go. Non-shooting foul. Missouri kicks it back out. They'll drive. Oh, big jam. Throws it down with a right-handed flush right there by Pickett for 2. We're tied up here at 57 even. Appreciate it, man, Paulo, for stopping them by, brother. 9:55 left to go. Auburn has it. Cooper passes over right corner, wide open 3. They'll take it, and they got it. Big triple going down right there by Chris Moore from the right corner. Now this game is picking up. Missouri inside. A lot of contact in the fall, and they're going to go to the free throw line shoot, too. Let's see here. So, Stanford, Arizona. I'm interested to know what channel that's on, actually, myself, because that's a great game. Stanford, that's another team that's playing for the tournament. I think Stanford's going to take that. I'll say Stanford's got some momentum after the UCLA win. Oh, that's a late game, man. 11 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday there, Vegas. So that's a late one. Oh, man, what a barn burner. 11 p.m. Eastern this Thursday. Stanford at Arizona. Stanford's next 4 games are all on the road. At Arizona State, at USC, at Cal. Missouri. Perfect 2 for 2 at the line. 9.5 left to go. Auburn ball. If you guys are new, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Cannot believe this game's going by so slow, as it is. We're almost to 11 o'clock at night where I am. Wow, Duke won. Thanks so much for the update. We'll take a look at that in just a moment as Cooper drives inside. Good for 2 by Auburn. Back to a 3-point lead. Yeah, some great games throughout the entirety of the day on Saturday. Duke has won it over Georgia Tech 73-68 in the final 9 seconds. LSU, Texas A&M, we'll keep on posting you guys with that score. LSU by 4 right now, 70-66, trying to play to make the tournament for LSU. If they lose against Texas A&M, that's a rough one. Missouri down by 3, they get the ball. Right elbow, floats it up, no good, missed it off the mark, rebound, Cardwell for Auburn. Yeah, the tournament this year, that's correct, Ian, so he puts out. So if you guys didn't know already, the NCAA tournament usually starts off on Thursday. It's going to start off on Friday this year, so a little bit different. Left baseline drive, Missouri had it blocked. Auburn has the basketball off the block. 8.5 left to go. Auburn will take it past half court with Cooper. He'll slow it down now. Sharif Cooper. He has it here. Free throw circle. Cooper flings it out left corner wide open. Thor takes the 3. Missed it though. Tipped up. Rebound Missouri. By the way, Auburn, they've got themselves 11 blocks as a team tonight. That's incredible. We got 8 minutes left to go. Missouri open 3 for the tie. They got it. Big triple there by Drew Smith. We're all even 62 apiece. Here we go down the home stretch. 7:45 left to go. Auburn takes it past half court. Cooper, right wing perimeter. Moves it back out to Cardwell at the top. Cardwell going to hand it off to Cooper. He sets the pick. Cooper dribbles now. At the free throw circle. Floats it up. Got it. Good for 2. Big shot right there. Going down by Auburn. By Sharif Cooper. Missouri going to take a 3 off the mark, no good. Sharif Cooper comes up and grabs the rebound. Here goes Cooper past half court. Here he goes, driving inside, rolls around the rim, got it. Another one, Sharif Cooper. Oh boy, Auburn by 4. 7:10 left to go. Changing tempos. He is so good for it. Only 6'1", and he is just awesome. He has made a incredible impact since he stepped on the court. Imagine what they could have done this season if he was able to get eligibility before the start of the season, which he should have been. Missouri backs their way inside. Pro hop, jumper right baseline, got it. That's a tough bucket right there. That is good for 2 though by Jeremiah Tillman. Here we go back and forth. Auburn, jumper in the key, no good. Whistle will follow though as the clock will stop with 6:43. It's on Missouri. So Auburn's going to go to the double bonus coming up, just to update. Missouri's also in the bonus. It's a great game it's turned out to be. It looked like at the early stage of this, Auburn was going to run away with it. Besides this game dragging out, being like a long stream here, it's been a good one. So Duke winners today over Georgia Tech, 75-68 the final. LSU starting to pull away a little bit here, 73-66 as they need to survive. They want to keep their season in the bracket. And yeah, that's basically it for the games today. Dayton Flyers beat St. Louis. Huge win for the Dayton Flyers, 76-71. UConn over Butler, 63-51. Yeah, so that game, Stanford and Arizona, that's going to be a good one on Thursday. Too bad they didn't put that one, like, earlier. It's all the way at 11 o'clock at night. Maybe they'll move it down to the 9 o'clock time slot. Just to be generous to us Eastern Coast viewers. That'll be nice. Jalen Johnson coming in clutch right there, back-to-back shots. That's awesome, man. That's a big win for Duke. Huge win to send them in the right direction. Spades hasn't been to the Cintas Center for Xavier, but he's been to the campus there. What's good, Ian? Welcome to stream. Vaughn's getting up there with his phone charge right now at 80% now. Stay safe out there in the big storm tomorrow. Yeah, the Atlantic 10 just wrecking themselves. It's just St. Bonaventure. That's all right now. St. Bonaventure's at the top of the Atlantic 10. There's teams that's going to be rising late this season. I would watch out for Memphis. Memphis, I guess, they decide to take the first month off and start with a losing record, and now Memphis is winning games for Memphis. So I would watch out for them. They could possibly be the number 2 team from the American and make the tournament. I actually predicted Memphis would be a top 40 team and make the tournament. But they got 5 losses right now. They start out really slow, but they're getting much better. Rowley's back in here. Welcome him back. Donovan McCrab, welcome onto the stream, bud. Hope all's going well. A little bit late tonight indeed for this one. Very late game going on for this one. We're at 11 p.m. now, where I am. What do I do during the summer? I did last summer for the NBA games, for like the NBA playoffs and the bubble games. So that was a lot for my summer that I did. I'll probably, since we're going to go into the off season in the summer, I'll probably put together some special live streams when I have the chance. 66-64 to score. Auburn got fouled, so they're going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. First one is good by Devin Cambridge. They're up by 3. Hey, what's good, Christian? Welcome in here, man. We got 6:43 left to go in a great game between these two teams. It's been long tonight, but it's been dragging on. Second free throw, and got it by Devin Cambridge. Auburn by 4. Yeah, Jack puts out this game as like really, really long horse race right now, man. Duke and Georgia Tech started at the same time as this game. 3-point shot missed it. Here goes Auburn. Oh, dump off underneath Cooper to Cardwell. And they're going to say no bucket. There was a blocking foul by Missouri. And Auburn will go once again to the free throw line, shoot 2. Man, we have like every single 10-15 seconds there's a foul. This is just like the last game, except more fouls. It seems like more free throws. Auburn, by the way, is 20 for 26 at the free throw line. And Missouri is 15 for 19. So these two teams holding their own at the free throw line. First one's good by Auburn. Probably the Daytona 500, most likely, for the February live stream. Second free throw good. So it's most likely going to be a NASCAR race. 70-64 to score. This game has 6 ties, 2 lead changes this half. They pass it into the free throw circle, moves it back outside. Missouri takes the 3. They missed it. Rebound Auburn. Auburn now with the ball, and they'll slow it down. Sharif Cooper going to take it past half court. 6:10 remaining. Cooper at the top of the key, guarded by Pinson. Great matchup to watch out for, and that will be another personal foul by Pinson. He reached in right there. Hey, no problem, Ian. Yeah, this has been a great game tonight. It's just been so long. Oh, I got you there, Spade. So you played travel baseball one time at 7 days, 7 games. Worst week ever. I mean, we won... Oh, won 6 and lost 1. That ain't too bad. Ain't too bad at all right there. Yeah, I remember when I used to do that growing up. I played for my All-Star team growing up for Little League. And we used to do All-Star tournaments. So we played like 3 games in a weekend or so, and the weekend the top teams of the pool used to advance over to the playoffs. We never made the finals though, but we always lost in the semifinals, like every single tournament that we went to basically. Both of the free throws good at the line by Auburn. 72-64. 5:55 left to go. Missouri now with the ball top of the key. Bugs moves it now over left elbow into the hands of Tillman. Tillman swings it back over. Bugs to the top here to Pickett. Pickett will take the 3 straight away. No good off the mark, and they do get the offensive rebound. Tillman puts it up, and he gets fouled. He's going to shoot 2 at the line with 5:40. Oof. Sorry to hear that, dude, Darren. Missouri basketball killed him tonight on the line. Ouch. Yeah, Auburn just looked red hot here with Sharif Cooper. And they're putting Missouri constantly into foul trouble. What games will I cover Saturday? I plan on covering Oklahoma against Alabama. I want to cover that one. And for the other ones, I'll have to see. I want to do Celtics Lakers at night. I'll probably find a game in the middle. So I'll have to find a game in the middle. I don't know what they're doing for Fox, if they're keeping Oregon USC, or if that game's going to get postponed. Because I wanted to cover that one, but it might get postponed. Because, yeah, Oregon just postponed their series against UCLA. Yeah, man, just cannot believe it's been a year. It's just so unfortunate. Yeah, right now on the schedule, Oregon USC, it's still listed as that game's going to go on. So it's still listed on ESPN. Before that, Missouri hit the free throw. It's 73-65, 5.5 left to go. Second free throw, it's by Auburn at the line. And that one's good. Tomorrow's going to be NBA, so Lakers against Sixers tomorrow is the stream. 5.5 left to go, Missouri ball. Yeah, usually the NBA streams get like a ton of views or so. So those really help me with subscribers. Whereas like the college games, I look back on my on my numbers on the channel here, and some of the games I stream, I lose subscribers on the count after I stream the game. I think I've gone from like 9,660 subs to now 9,640 something. Like it's going backwards, because I guess people only want me to do NBA games, but college is really crucial at this time of season. 4:45 left to go. Auburn missed the three. Missouri gets the rebound, and they get fouled as well. So Missouri going to go to the line shooting inside the bonus coming up. It was on his shooting motion too, so this should be 2 by Drew Smith. Yeah, unbelievable, Vaughn. I could not believe that they tipped off St. John's against Creighton on that day. They tipped it off and they ended the game at halftime. They went into the locker room and said, yeah, you guys can't play basketball anymore. Got to evacuate New York City and go back home. First free throw, Missouri hits it. Spades enjoys playing basketball, fun like running, so that's why he likes shooting too. And one summer he played 36 games, 20 practices, then during winter had to play in November. Yeah, there's not a lot of days off. Second free throw good. 74-67. 4:40 left to go. Auburn now with the ball. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a ton of people in here for March Madness, man. Alan Flanagan looks to pass it someplace. He does. Puts the ball into the hands here of Cambridge. Cambridge puts it back outside once again to Flanagan. Sharif Cooper currently on the bench right now. They have it. Ball's on the ground, floats it up, and no good. Off the mark. Terrible shot, but Auburn had to get something off. Missouri grabs the rebounds. Here goes Missouri attacking the lane as they have it. Inside, up and under, puts it up. Good for 2. Off the backboard by Drew Smith. 5-point game. Who do I got? Tennessee, Kansas. I'm going to take Kansas in that one. Kansas can shoot. Tennessee cannot really score that much. Tennessee's defense, that's the reason why they're picking up victories. And Kansas can score. They've just been ripped to shreds with their defense late. And Tennessee can't score. So I'm going to take Kansas. 3.5 left to go. Auburn finds the bucket. That's good for 2 more into the lane. Here goes Missouri. Missouri moves it out to the right wing Perona. Mark Smith passes over top of the key. Drew Smith feeds it inside. Ball deflected. Reach and fall, though, picked up by Auburn. So now both of the teams in the double bonus. Yeah, it's those videos there that people are putting up, especially whenever when ESPN covers the college games, these people keep on streaming every single day now. Like, these videos only get 20 views, where the ones I cover the Fox games, like when I cover Providence Providence, Villanova, Creighton, and UConn. Those got over 35, 40 people in the stream. Yep. So we're going to go to a timeout here. 3:25 left to go. Finally down the home stretch of this one. Auburn leads at 76-69. Yeah, and for the NBA games, the NBA people who show the game automatically, they just get taken out. And for college, though, they just haven't been able to crack down on it. It's too bad. Yeah, I don't have Fox Sports 1. Yeah, somebody's streaming this game, and it's got over 1,000 people watching it. Yeah, I heard about that, what Coach K said to the student reporter during the post game. Yep. Yes, Heat versus Clippers on Thursday. So next 3 days is going to be NBA games. Yeah, I'm looking at this guy, and he's got a verified channel. How in the world does he get a verified channel for streaming all these basketball games? Oh, he even tried to stream Clippers versus Hawks live, and they only let him stream 33 minutes of it. Yeah, this dude is a verified channel with over 42 million views that he's streaming these games. Yeah, nice upset we got going on right now. So tomorrow's gonna be Lakers versus Sixers. I remember last week I covered the Lakers, and we got so many people in the chat. It's ridiculous. So hopefully we get some more for tomorrow night. And then Heat versus Clippers on Thursday. And then Friday's going to be the ESPN game for NBA as well. I think the Pelicans are in that on Friday. We got 3:25 left to go. So around 3.5 minutes remaining in this one. Yeah, he shows the actual game. You're not supposed to do that, though, because of copyright. That's how people get their live streams taken down. Yeah, I got 300 in the chat for that one. You should have been here for the NBA Finals. We got so many people. And then these people just decide never to come back again, it looks like. It's like where all those people were during the Kentucky game on Saturday. Hey, thanks so much, Obtuse Juice. Really appreciate it, my man. Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are the real MVPs out here on the channel. Do I think Georgia Tech will make it to the tournament? I'm going to say yes there. Georgia Tech in a tight one, lost today against Duke, but I think both Georgia Tech and Duke will make the tournament. UNC too. Syracuse, that's gonna be tough, I think, for Syracuse right now. And I'm gonna call a shocker here. I'm gonna say Clemson and Virginia Tech's gonna miss out on the tournament for the both of them. As we're back to action in this one, 76-69. Missouri gets a big steal right there off of Auburn, and they jam it down with a two-handed slam right here. What a game. 76-71. 3 minutes left to go. That's their 9th point off the fast break today by Missouri. Cooper has it. Free throw circle. Dribbles towards his left. Now floated up. Shot gets blocked. And Missouri, great defense. Able to get the block shot to get the basketball by Mark Smith. 2:40 left to go. Drew Smith has it. Pass over to Mark Smith. He takes the open three. Missed it. Rebound Auburn with 2.5 remaining. Oh, that's too funny there, Obtuse Juice. So he just access the game and still play with my voiceover. That's awesome, man. And that's what Kara does as well. Missouri going to pick up a foul here. Auburn will go to the free throw line, shoot 2 with 2.5 remaining. Let's see here. How many teams do I think will make it from the ACC? All right, Virginia, Florida State, Louisville, UNC. Auburn hits the first free throw, so that's good. So that's 4. I'm going to take Pittsburgh, Duke, and Georgia Tech. So that would be 7. So that would be 7 from the ACC. So Virginia, Florida, or Virginia, Florida State, Louisville, UNC, Pittsburgh, Duke, and Georgia Tech. And I have out of the tournament a shocker with Virginia Tech. I've also got Clemson missing out, same as North Carolina State and Syracuse. So those are teams in the bubble. 2:13 left to go by 7 here for Auburn. They had the basketball. They took it up the court after they got the block. That was their 12th block of the game. How do you think Zion in the NBA, do you think since he's putting on some weight, he's going to get pushed down until he can actually keep his breath? Yeah, that's the big thing, is just him getting into game shape. He's going to be just such a force if he's able to get ripped and into game shape. That's the thing. I think he'll have a great career, though, and even more if he gets like more jacked and into game shape. Auburn at the line, and their free throws are winning them this game tonight. 80-71, perfect 2 for 2. Approaching 2 minutes left to go. Missouri has the basketball. Passes over left corner, shot fake. They dribble now left baseline, and going to put it up underneath. And that will be good, plus the foul. Jeremiah Tillman will go to the line, shoot 1 with 1:59 remaining. Dominic Crablick and Duke to play in the NIT. And am I going to do West Virginia, Florida? Not just sure yet about Saturday. I'm planning on doing Alabama, Oklahoma. That's going to be a great game, so I plan on doing that one. After that game, I'm not sure just yet because I want to do the Celtics-Lakers at night. I want to throw in a game in the middle there, but I've been getting a lot more views with the Fox Sports stuff. So I'm thinking about doing Oregon versus USC, most likely. Oh boy! Auburn with a big throwdown as they go coast to coast. Oh man. Exclamation point you can put on it by Alan Flanagan with 1:40 remaining. Massive jam. Auburn by 9. Missouri left corner 3 and they sink it down by Javon Pickett. What's good, sports expert? Welcome to the stream, man. What a game we have. 1:34 left to go. Yes. Yep, I'll be doing Pelicans Bucks on Friday behind Eric fan. So that's the national game. Yes, I see Stanford going into the tournament and the last 4 in. They're going to get the play-in rounds, I feel like. Yep, no problem, dude, Durham. This absolute free throw shooting contest. What a drag of a game we've had today. So many fouls. Oh, man, this is like one of the longest college basketball nights I've ever covered. Like, both of these games, Texas, Oklahoma, and this one, they've gone on. I'm working like overtime for these games tonight. Oh, boy. So long. We go in a timeout. 1:34 left to go. Sharif Cooper, 25 points, 7 assists. He is 15 for 17 at the free throw line. That's insane. Auburn winning this game solely at the free throw line. 30 for 36 at the free throw line today. That's a solid 83%. And Missouri, 18 for 25. It's combined in this game for 47 total fouls, 20 by Auburn, 27 by Missouri. Unbelievable. Yeah, like nearly 5 hours of streaming. Crazy. Yeah, usually Fox copyrights. Yep. ESPN hasn't been able to do that lately, unfortunately. There's somebody showing it now with over 1,000 people. 1.5 minutes left to go. Auburn has the basketball. Cooper going to take it past half court. He has been incredible tonight. I would have loved to see this Auburn team make the tournament if they didn't have the ban this season. It's too bad. Because this team would have made things interesting right now. At 9-7, if they can finish it up tonight, they'd be 10-7 with a top 25 victory. Cooper, shot gets blocked, able to get it back though underneath by Williams. Williams puts it up, no good. Missed shot, rebound Missouri with 1 minute rebound. Yeah, missed shot by Auburn, rebound with 1:02, and Auburn gonna pick up a foul here off the rebound by Jalen Williams as well. All right, so Missouri's going to go back to the double bonus here at the free throw line with 1:02 remaining. And enjoy the rest of your night, Dude Durham. Spades thinks he's right. He wanted Auburn. It's kind of close to my prediction, actually. I predicted Auburn 82-78. It's kind of close. First free throw, no good. Missed it by Missouri. So we got 1:02 left to go. Second free throw at the line, missed that one. Auburn able to win this game if they come out on top with free throws. And they get tripped up there with 56.5 in the clock. They had some like bribery scandal at Auburn. So yeah, they got punished for something they did in the past with a bribery scandal. Arizona too. Arizona got punished. They had to take a ban. It's too bad. Because both of these teams, it would have been interesting for Auburn because they're playing their way towards the bubble right now if they were eligible. First free throw is good. They just put a self-imposed ban, whereas Oklahoma State had a associate coach bribe some of the players back in, I think it was like 2016, into like money on the team. And he was part of an investigative scandal there, and they were able to appeal it, so Cade Cunningham might be able to play in the tournament since that appeal's still going on. Missouri missed the three. They tip it in, though. That's good for two. 48 and a half seconds left to go, so 48.5 left to go in the court, and it's a 5-point game. Jose's watching this game on TV. No problem, man. What an incredible game. Just really long tonight. That's the only thing. Vaughn's down by 40 in his fantasy matchup, trying to catch up. It looks like, oh boy, he's still got the whole week. A big thing for you, Vaughn. Make sure to set up your fantasy lineups for this week in case you lose power for an extended period of time. So that's a big thing there. Before you lose power, make sure to set up those fantasy lineups for tomorrow, maybe even Thursday as well. Yep, boy, did we sure call this upset. Number 12, Missouri. They just struggle from three-point range. And once again, it's shown today. 6 for 24 from the perimeter. Struggle from the free throw line, too. And Auburn can explode offensively here. Missouri's got a great defense, but Auburn with Sharif Cooper, he has been an impact and just able to draw fouls. And it's led to this team now shooting in a double bonus. Sharif Cooper has gone to the free throw line so many times. He is 15 for 17 at the charity stripe. Yep, long game, yes, but who doesn't love a nice long game of college hoops? Nice close game, which is good. Nice close game today. 48 and a half left to go. Auburn gets the inbound. Cooper double teams. He's able to break the double team here. Passes over to Jalen Williams, and Missouri going to pick up a foul with 44 seconds. So back in the double bonus once again, Auburn will shoot 2 at the line coming up. Just incredible game at the charity stripe. 31 for 38. These are NBA Joel Embiid type numbers at the free throw line against the Celtics last week. 31 for 38 by Auburn in a college game at the free throw line. That's crazy. First free throw, good. Auburn can hit free throws. They are electric. I'm interested to see how they do against Baylor. I'm probably not going to cover that one because I really want to cover the Alabama-Oklahoma game. I'm probably going to throw in like a Fox game in the middle of the afternoon before I cover Celtics-Lakers at night for a triple header, most likely for Saturday. Missouri will take a right corner three. Auburn with a block and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Missouri. Block number 13 tonight for Auburn. Unbelievable. Unbelievable game. Off the bench, King Bola's got himself 5 blocks. 5 blocks by JT Thor. And that was JT Thor. JT Thor with a huge block right there for Auburn at the right corner. And it bounced right back down, and it was off the foot of Torrance Watson from Missouri. 35 seconds remain here in this one. Before you know it, Auburn's going to be up by double digits, and this loss is going to look worse for Missouri if they keep on falling. I would just say for Missouri, just play defense and make it a close game. Oh, okay, let's see here. I'm going to take a look at that right now. So West Virginia's upcoming schedule. Let's see. I'm interested to know this. Sharif tonight's got 25 points. And he scored 15 of those points at the free throw line, 7 assists. He's 15 for 17 at the free throw line. Oh boy. West Virginia is hosting Florida. And then they got Iowa State, so that's a game they gotta get. Oh man. Kansas, Texas Tech again, Oklahoma, Baylor. Holy smokes. Wow, and it continues. Baylor back to back. Oh my gosh. Texas, TCU, Kansas State. Wow. Those are some hard-fought games. Yeah, West Virginia's got to take that game against Florida, or else they're in really deep trouble because every single game matters. TCU, Kansas State, Iowa State, those are the 3 gimmies, and then every single one of those are up for grabs basically after that. 30 seconds left to go. Ball gets deflected out of bounds. Clock will stop here. They call Missouri in the blocking foul, right? They call Missouri in the foul picked up by Drew Smith, actually. So yeah, Drew Smith, he was close. He fouled out. They were close to the out of bounds marker, trying to trap Sharif Cooper. So Cooper will go back to the free throw line once again. First free throw got it. Nothing new for him today. He has been the star of this one. 26 points and 16 of those at the charity stripe. 16 for 18 at the free throw line by Sharif Cooper. 28 seconds left to go, and make it, no. Just off the mark, 16 for 19. Rebound, Missouri down by 8. They have the basketball, they dribble towards the top. Just too much time going off the clock, 20 seconds. Missouri floats it up over the top. You need a 3, they can't hit a 3. They go inside, they slam it down with a 2-handed dunk. Down by 6. Auburn takes it past half court. Big burst of speed, Cooper, and he's followed again with 13.3. So guess what? More free throws at the line. This game is combined for 52 total personal fouls. 52 total personal fouls tonight. 31 by Missouri, 21 by Auburn. Unbelievable. Sharif Cooper back at the charity stripe where he's 16 for 19. 26 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. First one's good. Before you sign off, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams here. What an incredible impact Sharif Cooper has on his team. They lead by 8, final 10 seconds left to go. Missouri, lob over the top. Tried to go for the alley-oop, fumbled the basketball, able to get it back. Tillman jams it home, but too little too late. 5.7 remaining. Inbound Auburn. Missouri not going to fall. They take it past half court, and the star trying to go in for a slam dunk, but the horn anyway sounded. Sharif Cooper, 28 points. 18 for 21 at the charity stripe, combining for 52 total fouls in this game in a college basketball game. Auburn shot the ball 36 for 44 at the free throw line. Just insane type of game that took way long. This game dragged on and on and on, and it is final here. Auburn, they improved 4-5 in the conference. I remember they started out at 0-4 at one point. They improved to 4-5 now in the conference and 10-7 overall. As Kara, congrats there. Just won some money on that one. Man. But shaking up the rankings. Missouri losing this one. That's a tough one. Only went 6 for 25 from the perimeter. And man, Sharif Cooper, 18 made free throws. He scored 28 points tonight by Sharif Cooper. And he went 0 for 2 from three-point range in this one. So that's a wrap in this one here, folks. Just insane game. 18 for 21 at the free throw line by Sharif Cooper. Appreciate here, guys, for stopping on by. Before you sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Tomorrow night, I'll be back with the NBA. It's going to be Lakers tomorrow night in action against Philadelphia. So that will be the game tomorrow. Yeah, that game basically felt like a century here. Before I sign off, thank you out to the members here. We got Jack Jason, the sports expert, Aaron, and Warren here out on the stream. Gonna wrap up. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, everybody, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball.